Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to In the Pocket with Suzii. This is a tiny little space on the internet where you could come in for some support. This is also a space where we dig a little bit deeper in who we are so that we can show up in a better place out in the world. My name is Suzii, and I'm an artist and an art life coach at suziichan.com. If you'd like to work with me, I'll leave my website and Instagram below so you could reach out to me. And I want to share with you this new way of thinking and approaching life. And this is coming from a space of just knowing how life can be very tough, especially around holiday seasons. We are not inundated with the toughness of life from the first 11 months of the year. But around the holidays, we have this expectation of being joyful, being grateful, being in a space of sharing and being extra generous with our wallet and with our heart. And so with this extra expectation, when you're not receiving that, when you're not giving that, it's so much easier for us to feel that extra guilt, extra layer of shame. And it's also a space when we check in, we're also giving shame. We're also giving, contributing to the layer of guilt that other people can feel. And this is not speaking from a place of judgment, but more of realization from I am as well. And we all do this. And it is not to be shared so that we feel ashamed or judgment to ourselves. It's just a layer of awareness I want us to really be in the space of, because when we are aware, then we can better remedy, improve on, release, let go of. This is a safe space I'm creating so that we can bring everything and anything up. There's nothing that's taboo. There's no rule. There is just something that I am aware of. And I know that I'm not the only human person with the human brain. So someone who's watching this will relate, and we're all talking about it like a neutral thing. So that is a space where I am cultivating and creating over here. And I'm loving this progression that this is happening, where something is coming up for me. I am noticing it, I am aware of it, and instead of just processing it on my own, I'm laying it out here for all of us, me included, to process through. Because it's really important for all of us, including myself, when I'm dealing with something like this, to know that I am not alone. And also to know that it is okay that I feel this way and still could feel graceful, still could feel grateful and loving and seeing beauty out in the world. All things exist simultaneously. So, coming back to where I am, just know that whatever is arising for you, it's okay. And what I want to share with you is a story. I live on a street that is actually quite busy. And there is a lot of rush, like during rush hour, there's a lot of traffic, right? So when there's a lot of traffic, and if traffic is going one way, this is foot traffic. Traffic is going one way and I'm coming in from the other side. So you can imagine a whole mass of people coming at me. I realized today that there are 3 ways that I walk through, like march through this crowd. One, what I have done in the past is just kind of skirting around. Oh, there's a pocket. There's a pocket. Let me go to the side. It's like very timid and very afraid of this mass that's coming towards me, right? And as I started to work on myself, maybe consciously or unconsciously, sometimes depends on my mood, I sometimes will go through this mass like supercharged. Like I am here, I am walking down this path. Anybody who's coming towards me will get my elbow. Like super, super rough. And I'm charging through. And what happened with that is, yes, I am super tough and people see me and they part, right? But there are also other times where I will get knocked over. So I get, hurt and the other person gets hurt. Or there's people who are on their phone, they're just rushing, they're not really paying attention, they're going with the crowd, and they're passing through me, and I am in this like super stiff defensive mode, about to charge, like don't come near me or you're going to get crushed kind of thing. And I end up hurting people who are not really paying attention. And, as a defense, I'm like, well, you should have been watching. You should have been watching where you're going, right? And that didn't actually feel good. I protected myself. I was being defensive, but I was certainly hurting people along the way. And at times I get hurt myself too. And this like really stiff stance hurts my body in the long run. And it's also not sustainable, if you can imagine that, right? And then I also, I have evolved to this space of this way of walking that I've been more aware of, just kind of not at all, kind of staying on the edge of the sidewalk, like not afraid of the mass, but also not like bracing myself. I'm just walking. I'm walking at like a very chill pace. I am just walking through. The crowd is coming at me. It almost feels like the crowds know the energy that I am relaxed, I'm going through, and they naturally kind of par around me. Sure, there are times that kids are, on their phone, they're talking to each other, they're distracted. So I bump into people, and sometimes the elbow, sometimes the backpack. But it's not really like super harsh, right? And super, nothing that's super harsh. So the point is that I'm able to navigate this crowd left and right. And the difference between the three is really representative of how I have been passing through life. Now hear me out. If I've lost you, come back. The crowd is the same. Like the masses that's coming through, that's like the downstream, that is the rhythm of life, that is the happening, that's the situation, those are the circumstances of life. That is just coming through. And this is just the way it is. There is nothing, everything is sort of neutral, if you get me, right? Life is happening, circumstances, situation arises, and all this is happening, and me going on life, if I'm going through life like, oh my God, I don't know what's gonna happen. Should I do this? Should I not do that? I can't do this. I'm gonna get hurt. I'm gonna, being so afraid, I'm just going to be in that mode. I cannot be myself. Okay? Now, on the other end of the spectrum, it's like, fuck life. I am gonna do this. I can do this. Anybody gets in my way will get crushed. Like bang here and bang there. Oof. Energetically, that feels like not really like the way. It's not really enjoyable. It's not, you don't see anything. You're just so tiring. right? To go through life in that energy. Whereas the last one, I'm definitely looking at where the crowd is, which group of kids or people are extra distracted. So I'm pivoting, right? And then just leaning forward and seeing, like looking people eye in eye to see, yeah, they will part and they'll get it. And like we're also just navigating each other. And I'm not stressed. I'm focused. I'm aware, but not like, laser beam on this and ducking, right? I'm just like cruising. So I wanted to bring this up for you because I've just experienced this myself and have this realization, and bringing this to life in the way we see it. And then on the extra layer of around the holiday season, it can be extra tough that we can't get into this space of like either allowing this like holiday drama, holiday rush, holiday pressure to get to us and create this anxiety of like, I don't know what to do. Okay, like just feeling so helpless, or getting into this victim, like the Grinch mode, right? Just like, fuck this, I don't care. Like this sucks, that sucks. There's nothing good in life. What are you happy for? And then there's like, the mode where kind of that you're going this way, and you're going to enjoy as much as you can out of it, and you're gonna let go of a lot of it too. I think I'm definitely going to come back to this metaphor again. All this is coming through, and I love that this is a space where I can just share, and we can allow this to marinate. If you have any thoughts, comment below. I'd love to know what your thoughts on this is. And then that's it for today. I'm Suzii, Suzii, 2 eyes, because I believe the I in me sees the I in you. Talk to you next time.